Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former Michigan State Spartan, the rookie Justin Lane, there to bat it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Ready, ready. Watching it fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Choppers! Hey, two.
Right, 55. Check, 55.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
8, read. Yeah.
Motion. Let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get track. Alert 3.
Yo, go. Five.
They give to Johnson going right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the gun on 3rd down. Townsend. This is caught. It's Cooks. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Hayward.
Switch it.
Be good.
Johnson running right. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 48 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check 13. Check 13.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Team 6. 16's coming. Check Mike. Yeah. Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. I got you. Mike 16.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Mike, 52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Operating from the gun, Townsend. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Watch the car. Recon, 152.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
218, chop. Go.
It's now 4th down.
5.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
55 is my guy, 55.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 25 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
The score, Jets 35, Bills 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Townsend. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. If things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check. Go. Now.
To throw again. Townsend. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 6-6. Pull it high. Now. Ready?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Jets' 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 99. Check 99. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
2nd and 1. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, exit. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Get him. Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Townsend. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They run. It's Johnson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Mike, 55. Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Get it. Throwing on first down. Townsend completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Townsend. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Hey, Zoo! Rush in! Mike, 50 back!
Off the play fake. Townsend. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, Charlie! Ready?
separating from the gun. Townsend. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 30 on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
55, Mark, 55. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Jackson now. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Stop your whining. Number 16's coming. Check mine. 5.
Back to the air on second down. Townsend. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, block it.
Off play action. Townsend. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55. Okay. Cut. Watch the twist. Check. Fresno.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. And I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got motion. Back up. 58.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. To throw on 2nd down. Townsend got his man there, complete to Gallup. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Back to throw. Townsend, he's going to find Gallup here, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ready. 16's coming. Check Mike. 6-6. Pull it high. Switch. Bravo. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend on the move to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Townsend. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 4. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo! 16, let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Townsend, Dixon, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Watch the slant, watch the slant. He's cracked 3. He's 218, chopper.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 36 on travel.
Hatch it, hatch it. Switch, switch.
Check 26, check 26. Deep grip, deep grip.
Here we go with Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills claw one back. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
55, Bills 14.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
He's not going to get me. Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55.
Go, go. Silver.
Check 9, check 9.
Get him on. West.
Now Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's get the ball. Check 37. Check 37.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.